All right, welcome everybody. My name is Coach Ward. I'm a PE teacher at T.G. Scott Elementary School. I've got Mary, she's in kindergarten. I've got Parker, he's in second grade. And today we're going to do a little bit of a physical activity lesson. I know everybody's kind of held up at home, and so this is kind of an activity that you can do either outside in your front yard if the weather's nice like today. You also could do it inside, maybe in a living room, maybe get you a little space, maybe in a bedroom. But we're going to do a little activity. The activity we're going to do today is going to involve a warm-up where we're going to do a little bit of cardio exercise, a quick stretch. Then we're going to be using different objects to work on tossing and catching. And at the very end, we'll do a little bit of conditioning at the very end, okay? All right, so let's get started. You spread out a little bit, Mary. Parker, you spread out. We're going to do 15 jumping jacks. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and stop. Good job. All right, now our body's moving. Let's do 15 jog in place. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and stop. Perfect. All right. Is that bug gonna get you? It's all right. Got a little. When you're outside, sometimes you got to deal with bugs. So here we go. Let's do 15 jump ropes. So we pretend like we got a jump rope 15 times. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, jump your feet. 5, bounce. 6, bounce, bounce, bounce. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and stop. Good. Starting to get a little bit winded. All right, next we have our heel kicks. That's when we take the heel of our foot and we're trying to kick ourselves in the hiney as we jog, okay? 15 times. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, good. 7, 8, 9, I want 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and stop. All right, perfect. I think that should be it. All right, let's worry about stretching. Stay with our feet together, arms up to the sky. Let our bodies hang down. 10, 9, 8, good job. 7, keep your legs straight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs apart. Keep our knees really straight. Reach both hands up. Let our body hang down and reach for the floor. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both hands up. We're going to reach to the right side, which is this side over here. So reach over to the right side. Keep your knees straight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go to the other side. Keep your knees straight and reach. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up on your feet. Reach back and grab one of your feet and pick it up to your bottom. Try to keep your balance. Don't hop around. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, you lost. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Grab the other side. Try to keep your balance. Try not to hop around. 10, 9. Who's going to lose? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You lost. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Let's go ahead and sit on our bottom. So we're going to sit on our bottom. We're going to open our legs to a straddle. That means our legs are apart. We're going to keep both of our knees straight. Reach out to the middle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach to the right side. 10, 9, 8. Keep your knees straight, Parker. 7, good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, keep your knees straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go to a butterfly. That means you bend both of your legs. Put your feet together. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And good. If you can, take your hands and push on your knees and try to push your knees down a little bit. Push your knee. Push.
I can't.
Just push a little bit.
Ow.
Only a little bit. And slide your legs or push them out into a pike. Reach both hands out. Reach out for your toes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take one of your legs and bend it in. So we got one leg that's bent. One leg that's straight. Reach out for the straight leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch. All right, reaching out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Go ahead and stand up. All right, while they're standing up and getting ready, we are going to be working on a tossing and catching activity today. This activity is going to allow us the opportunity to work on our hand-eye coordination. The way our hands and eyes work is we have to train our brain and train our hands and our eyes to all work together. So this is going to be an activity that's allowed us to do that. Now, if you're at home, just find something that you can use to toss and to catch. I've got a variety of different balls. I've got this little plastic purple ball. I've got this called a wiffle ball. Here's another like little squishy ball. All right, here's a baseball. If you're inside, be careful with this because it's kind of hard. Parker's got a tennis ball, okay? Or, this is what I really like. You're gonna think I'm silly, but this is a pair of socks, especially if you're inside. You fold them together and they're squishy. And the reason I like things like this or like a bean bag is because if you're not really good at tossing and catching, if it falls, it's not gonna roll away and you're not gonna chase after it, okay? All right, so let's do this. I want both of y'all to sit on your bottom, get whatever ball you like the best.
I'll get this box. I like it better.
All right, perfect. Sit crisscross. Now, with your dominant hand, that means whatever hands you use the pencil with, whatever hand you brush your teeth with, you're gonna hold that ball in your hand. Put the other hand behind your back. So I'm gonna take my sock, she's got her ball, he's got his ball, and we're gonna do a little toss and catch. A little toss and catch. A little toss and catch. Keep going. You're training our hands and our eyes to work together. Now you don't need to throw it high, just toss and catch. Toss and catch. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Switch, go to the other side. Put the other hand behind our back, so now you're using your non-dominant hand. This hand's gonna be a little more uncomfortable. You're not really used to catching and tossing with this particular hand. You're tossing and catching, tossing and catching, tossing and catching. Sorry guys, I got people driving by in the neighborhood. We're just waving at them. Tossing and catching. Very good. Perfect. Now, let's go to our knees. Now we're up on our knees. All right? Going back to your dominant hands. Okay? You're going to toss and catch. Toss and catch. Toss and catch. That's okay. If you drop your ball, you just get it and move back to your area. Toss and catch. Toss and catch. 3 more times with our dominant hand. 2 more times.
I'm looking at the
And
camera.
1 more time. And you focus, okay? All right, scoot over a little bit so you got your own space. And you scoot over a little bit. Perfect. Right there, not that much, Parker. Come in. Now, let's go to our non-dominant hand. Non-dominant. Tossing and catching. Make sure when you toss it, you keep your eye on it. You watch it go back in your hand. Toss and catch. Perfect. Now, while we're on our knees, let's try this. Let's try holding it in one hand. Let's toss it and catch it with the other hand. Toss it and catch it with the other hand. Toss it and catch it with the other hand. And guys, if this is ever too difficult, then worry about tossing and catching with both hands. That's okay. All we're doing is giving a chance for our body to practice and our brain and eyes to all work together so we can toss it back and forth, back and forth. Tossing and catching, tossing and catching. Good, let's stand up on our feet now. Stand up on our feet. Tossing and catching. Now let's go with one hand. Let's toss it up. Okay, now just because we're on our feet doesn't mean we need to throw it any higher. Okay, sometimes when we stand on our feet, we want to throw it higher. And if you throw it higher, a lot of times you're going to lose control of the ball. And right now, all we're trying to do is focus on keeping control. All right, so look, we're going to toss it with our good hand, catch it with 2 hands. Toss it with good hand, catch it with 2 hands. Toss it with our dominant hand, catch with 2 hands. Toss with our dominant, 2 more times, dominant and catch. 1 more, dominant and catch. Now, let's toss with our dominant hand and catch with our dominant hand. So for a lot of you guys, your dominant hand, most people's dominant hand is their right hand. Their right hand. Now you also have people that use their left hand for most things like writing or brushing their teeth or throwing a ball. But the majority of people, their dominant hand is their right hand. So we're catching with our dominant, tossing with our dominant and catching. Tossing and catching. Tossing and catching. 2 more times, toss it and catch it. And if you drop it, that's okay. That's just part of it. It's part of learning. Now go to the other hand. Go to the other hand. This is our non-dominant hand. We're tossing with our non-dominant hand, catching with our non-dominant hand. Tossing with our non-dominant, catching. Ready? Toss and catch. Tossing and catching. I really like this is a great, because most sports, a lot of sports, not all of them, but a lot of sports have you having to use your hands and your eyes. It might not be with tossing and catching, but your hands and your eyes need to work really well together. And the more you practice, the better it is. Just like when we use our fingers to write our name, we are training our muscles in our finger how to remember how to write those letters and move, just like in art. A lot of times art students have a real good understanding how to control their fingers and that pencil, and that's how they can do art. In athletics, a lot of times we have learned how to use our hands to toss and catch, or in basketball we've learned to use it to shoot and dribble. In soccer we've learned how to use our feet and our eyes worked well together, so we're practicing it, okay? Now, come over here, get your spot. Now let's use our dominant hand and toss it and catch it with our non-dominant hand. We're using our dominant hand, tossing and catching with our non-dominant. Tossing and catching, so we're just going back and forth. Back and forth. Don't do a high toss. Notice my ball or my pair of socks are not going really high. Just a little toss and catch. Toss and catch. I know most of you don't have bean bags at home, but when we're at school, a lot of times with our kindergartners, our first graders, our second graders, we always start off with bean bags because they're easy to toss, they're easy to catch, and if they fall, they don't roll all everywhere. So that's great. Tossing and catching. Now, if you're at home and you have a brother or a sister, okay, or you're with your parents, maybe one evening if you're getting a chance to watch this video, you can get a partner, okay? Like Mary, you stand there, all right? All right, Parker, why don't you do this? Why don't you go stand right there beside Mary? Y'all drop your ball down, and you can work on tossing and catching. Now, just because we're standing by each other and we're having a partner doesn't mean that we need to start being silly, okay? So, Mary, I'm gonna toss it to you, catch it with two hands, good, you toss it back. And when you're tossing, you're always aiming for your partner's chest. Pretend like there's a bullseye or a circle, and I'm gonna aim for Parker's chest, and he catches it, he throws it back. Good. Now, in tossing, there are two types of throws. There's an underhand toss and an overhead throw. So you can remember that as you get ready. I like to, just when we're practicing, to do a lot of underhands. Because when you do it overhand, people try to throw too fast sometimes. So, Parker, catch. Good. Toss and catch. Mary, toss and catch. Or they could be partners with each other and toss and catch. A lot of times if you're by yourself, then you just need to practice tossing it up and catching. Tossing it up and catching. You can toss with one hand, other hand. Okay? So today's activity was really learning about how we're going to control an object. For example, a pair of socks or a tennis ball or a wiffle ball. And really getting an understanding on how we can toss it and how we can catch it. Okay? So feel free to continue to practice a little bit longer. All right, just for time's sake, so my video is not too long, it doesn't take up too much space when we put it on YouTube or however we're going to share this out. I'm going to go ahead and stop our tossing and catching activity. Next time we'll do something a little bit different, something that you guys can maybe learn and something you can practice inside your yard. I don't like to do a lot of things in the yard because sometimes it might be raining or you might not have a yard, so maybe some of the things you can do inside. Let's do a little bit of conditioning for a few minutes, okay? So Parker, come back to your spot. Mary, come back to your spots. All right, perfect. The first thing we're going to do is called rocket jumps. This is our little conditioning exercise. All right. Rocket jumps is when I put my legs shoulder width apart. That means they're a little apart. All right. And then I'm going to squat down, touch the floor, and I'm going to jump up 1. All right. Squat down, touch the floor. 2. Squat down, touch the floor. 3. Squat down, touch the floor. 4. Squat down, touch the floor. 5. Let's do 5 more. 6. 7. Now look, when I squat down, my feet are here. I reach down, touch the floor, I keep my chest up, and I jump up. 8. Squat down, touch the floor. 9. Squat down, touch the floor. 10. So right now, when you do those jumps, you should feel your legs burning a little bit. Your heart should be beating, so that means you're going to be breathing heavy. Okay, so that's good. Now let's get in like a push-up position. Okay, we're not going to do any push-ups, but we're here. When we do a push-up, we want to make sure that our body is straight. We don't want to be sagging down like this. We don't want our hiney up tall like this. We want it straight. So here, all we're going to do is shoulder taps. We're going to tap our shoulder 1, tap the other shoulder 2, tap it 3, tap it 4, tap it 5, tap it 6, tap it 7, tap it, 8, tap it, 9, tap it, 10, and stand up. Perfect. Let's put our hands on our hips. We're gonna put one foot in front of the other, so I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see. And then I'm just gonna switch. These are called scissor jumps. Switch, okay? So we can do them a little faster and just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. All right, let's go back to our push-up position.
Push-ups actually.
Not push-ups, but this is a plank. All right, this time I'm gonna keep my balance. I'm gonna let my legs, I can let my legs come apart a little bit. And I'm gonna pick, watch this, I'm gonna pick one hand up and put it down. Pick the other hand up and put it down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, keep your legs a little closer, Mary, closer together. 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Now we're gonna do air squats, okay? Where you can turn you can face that way. I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see me. All I'm gonna do is take my legs and I'm gonna squat down, stand up 1, squat down, stand up 2. So stay that way, Mary. Ready? Squat down, stand up 3. Bend my legs down, stand up 4. So my arms by my side. See my arms by my side? By my side. Now squat and go up, and then stand up 5, up, stand up 6, up, stand up 7, up, stand up 8, up, stand up 9, good, and 10. I got it? How's that looking so far? Okay, perfect. Now, back in our push-up position.
Oh no.
Back in our push-up position.
No, I can do push-ups.
Nope, this time we're just gonna hold this plank for 10 seconds, so don't even move. You just look, you can look down, keep your butt flat, hiney flat, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, don't move, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. All right, let's do 2 more activities and then we're gonna be done. 2 more. Now, next one is just gonna be an air squat, or excuse me, just a squat, a static squat. We're gonna hold it. So you're gonna squat down and hold this, Get your hiney down, hold it. Come on, 10. Get down lower, Mary. Well, face this way, face that way. Bend your legs, bend it, bring your feet closer together. Perfect, down, hold it, 10, 9, 8, keep it 7, 6, 5, punch like this, punch, go, punch, 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 and good, perfect. Last one, okay? We're gonna do that push-up position, but we're gonna go to a low plank. So watch, I'm gonna take my arms, I'm gonna back up a little bit so y'all can see me. So instead of being here, I'm gonna drop to my elbow, and hold it there. Don't let your legs touch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. All right. Well, guys, thank you guys so much. We hope that you enjoyed this lesson. Like I said, it was going to be a little shorter today, just because I wanted to figure out what was a good time that you guys could come out and work and participate. I know that we're going to be home for a few weeks, and so I'm going to try my best on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Have a video up the night before, and you can check out with your teachers to find out what the link is. I'm going to send it out to all the teachers, kindergarten, first grade, and second grade teachers, and hopefully this will be an activity that your students or your children can do in the house maybe, or even possibly outside in the grass if the weather's nice like it's been the last few days. And this is just my way of trying to get some physical education to the students while they're going to be out for the next 2.5, 3 weeks, okay? This is Coach Ward. That was Mary. That was Parker. We look forward to seeing you next time. Peace. Bye.